met Rabbi Azriel Mansour some 30 years ago. I don't know of any other rabbi that I've met that cares more about the families, the individuals.
I know that Chacham Ovadia respected him very, very much.
One of the beautiful things that I've noticed about Rabbi Mansour is that he's very much under the radar, holy. You will never see Rabbi Mansour without his sheets. The man, he can't breathe without the Torah. And he's so unassuming about it, it stays in its humble place.
What happened in the 1980s, I was in my office, and all of a sudden the girl says, your father's on the phone, Rabbi Kassan. He says to me, he's someone in his house now that he's been studying with for a week or so, and I'm going to send him to the city and I want you to help him collect money. When he was with me in my home, we would study together. And all of a sudden I started to realize the knowledge that he had. I said to him, you know, your yeshiva that you have, it's for Ba'alei Teshuvot, but you have so much knowledge of the Kabbalah, why don't you go ahead and open up a Kabbalah yeshiva? We started with 2, and then later on, in years, we ended up with over 100. He's been working to promote Dayanim for the state of Israel, judges, very successful on that area.
Having Batei Din with competent Dayanim ensures the integrity and purity of Jewish lineage, successful resolution of difficult family problems. So having people that are really well respected and really well versed in the halakha, but at the same time also have the diplomacy and the kindness and the compassion that Chacham Azriel Mansour is famous for, creates a very potent dynamic in building a future for the nation and for the community.
Many years ago, when I started learning many old Sefarim, one of the rabbis who were printing the Sefarim was Chacham Azriel Mansour. He was finding all the old manuscripts and that were impossible to get, and I started learning his Sefarim. And who am I? But I realized how much he's doing for Am Yisrael. When he finds a sefer to put it out, he's not doing it for a business. He said the world needs this sefer. It doesn't have the sefer printed.
So over the years, people would come and call me up and say, I want to speak to the rabbi. We have issues about health issues. We have problems in marriages. We have problems with children. And the people would just fall in love with him because they saw his authentic way of trying to help people.
I came to know Rabbi Mansour a long time ago. I was always in awe of him. Didn't really know everything about him, and the more I got to know him, the more in awe I was and the more I am.
The rabbi is so humble that he walks and he acts as if he's a regular person. The rabbi loves everybody the same, and as Moshe Rabbeinu went after the little sheep that ran away, he could have just let the sheep go and take care of the big flock that he had, but because he cared about the little one, that's why Hashem had chose Moshe.
What we don't realize is that Rabbi Mansour is always there for us. Very rarely do I call his phone where he doesn't answer. He never doesn't have time for me. He's always listening to what I want to talk about, as if he has nothing else going on, and he always gives me great advice.
Rabbi Azriel Mansour has taken it upon himself the month before Shana, the month before Pesach, to help 220 families that are looking and needing his support.
Yeah, in the war now, unfortunately, with 2024, with the Hamas, Hezbollah, he's been helping families. He's been unfortunately going to funerals to console the families that are losing the soldiers.
Anybody who's listening, who's watching, who knows who this great rabbi is, if you're a good businessman, well, you have to know good merchandise. You see the rabbi, you go get to know him, ask him for a beracha, get in touch with him.
We have some incredible assets. Rabbi Mansour is one of those assets. We don't only want to be close to our great rabbis when we need them, because when we need them, we all know where to find them, how to find them, and tap into them. The real win is when someone builds that bond and that friendship, just for no other reason than getting to know a great rabbi like Rabbi Azriel Mansour.
And I encourage everyone who gets a chance to go to Israel, it doesn't need to be long, half hour, an hour, go to the yeshiva. You'll see what is so special. You'll capture the warmth of the soul of Shuvi Nafshi. It really is spectacular.
Shuvi Nafshi and Rabbi Mansour has a place in our community. The rabbi relies 100% solely on the Syrian Jewish community to help support his institution. I know we've all been giving support to the IDF, we've been giving support to Israel, but we cannot forget the yeshivot, we cannot forget the kolelim, we cannot forget the learning centers, and at the forefront is Ham, Azriel Mansour. So please everybody, give, don't just give generously, give him more than you've given him in the past. Make it a little easier on us to make sure that his budget gets covered monthly.